Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Guys, I am so happy. Literally every single day that I get to make these crypto updates is a blessed day for me. Remember guys, my channel has gotten deleted a couple of times, and I'm so grateful to still be able to talk with you all because I just really appreciate the community we have going. Just want to quickly say I also made a Telegram for all of you that want to be in a group together to just chat with the other community members. Links are down below for that one. But guys, comment down below if you're still excited about crypto right now as we speak. I see so much negativity every time the crypto space goes down a little bit. Once more guys, put a thumbs up and go to the comment section and say, yes, I am bullish if you're still excited. Now, James Fillon, to start everything off here, has shared something over on his Twitter. And it's rather interesting. It is basically a couple of small updates here that some parts of the lawsuit have actually been kind of gone over in quietness. Now, what are we talking about here? It's nothing too significant, but it's stuff that most people will go over if they don't have a keen eye on the replies. So, a couple of things which just happened a couple of hours ago when I was making the preparations for this video. It was just now. I think by the time the video goes live, it will be, quite a couple of hours ago, but all right. So there are basically some proposals for sealing. Again, Ripple filed a motion to seal, and a little bit later, the SEC filed a motion to seal. And right now, a couple of hours ago, the judge concluded on both these things. The motion to seal is granted on an interim basis, and the court may reconsider its ruling when it considers the merits of the underlying motion. And here again, another one. Now, somebody said here at the bottom, I understand now. Jimmy Alive says, understand the SEC's been speaking in code. Rip the protector. That's because things are being kept quiet and in the background. But the way that I view all of this is the judge hasn't really made any major decisions. He's just saying, you know what, for the meantime, until we discuss the further underlying motion, which again, they filed a motion to seal for a motion to compel. When this motion to compel, just a request to get access to information, or documents specifically, to grab documents. Once this one has been decided, the documents will become public or not, depending on how justified this motion basically was. So on the motion to seal, it's been granted on an interim basis, which means intermediary until the motion to compel has been decided. So for all of you wondering what happened today in terms of lawsuit update, we just got 2 confirmations by the judge that this information may be hidden and sealed for the next, coming days, coming weeks, who knows. Now, another thing which is going to come out today for all my Dutchies, but for everybody around the world that's, on the left side, so more in the, the American area, even, UK, depending on when I launch this video. Today or tomorrow, depending on where you're at, there's going to be a Ripple reply as well. I already expressed briefly why this is so important, but just to kind of get you guys up to speed just a little bit, this is important mostly for the sake that it's going to be talking about why Ripple thinks that the SEC hid information and why Ripple should have access to it. Mind you, on September 14th, the SEC sent over a unredacted letter to the judge, which was mostly a privileged log of everything they've kept secret with their deliberations as to why, and a redacted version of that to Ripple. Now again, 2 weeks later, like was also discussed on the August 31st hearing, Ripple's going to respond, given their idea as to why what the SEC is saying is basically BS, and all the deliberations are most likely stupid as well. We'll see a reply, and I think it's going to be really, really juicy, because after that, I think the judge is going to have to make her decision. I don't think that this is a back and forward and back type of thing, mostly on the reason that the judge put up a 2-week deadline for the SEC and a 2-week deadline for Ripple. She didn't say, okay, when do we want to go do these things? 2 week, 2 week, 2 week. No, it said 2 weeks and 2 weeks. So usually it goes, a motion comes out, for example, by the SEC. They put up the initial motion. Ripple replies, and the SEC can reply once more. Or officially, the SEC put up the motion, Ripple responds, and then the SEC can reply. And then Ripple can file for a reply if they really want to. But in this specific case, I think it's only going to be these 2 things. So from that perspective, I think the judge is going to come and rule on this issue pretty shortly here. At least I would hope so. Sounds logical to me, at least, so I'm pretty excited for that, to be honest with you. Now, once more, the results of that and what it's going to bear for us, I can't really say as of this point, but I can definitely say that I'm excited. Now, one thing I just noticed, which I'm not sure if I'm too happy with, I can't say I'm against it, but I just can't say I'm too happy with it, is one step closer to crypto payroll. Now, get your paycheck deposited into Coinbase. You can basically directly get your paycheck over in Coinbase and then basically make it so that your paycheck has been paid to you in crypto. The reason I can't say that this is nice is because I don't really get why anybody would do this. If you really do it, please think about it carefully. Even though, guys, I am extremely bullish on crypto. You've watched a lot of people, but I have got at least 80, maybe 95% of my net worth in crypto, which is crazy, I guess, right? Because I can probably diversify. I can better just go buy homes, mansions, whatever, pick something, buy a lot of stuff, boats. But I decided to keep it all in crypto because that's my, I got to put my money where my mouth is, right? I love this stuff. I think this stuff is the future for sure. So I put my money in there. Then again, I would always keep some money on the side, specifically the paycheck you just received, to take care of things that need to be taken care of. And guys, that's the problem, I think, with a lot of these guys who are in crypto for long. A lot of the people that I know and am with, they've gone so astray from society because they've gotten so rich with crypto. For example, a lot of us here that have been in the crypto space for, let's say 7, 3, 4, 5, whatever years, 10 years, some, you've probably made a good little money from crypto. So you might not be living paycheck to paycheck anymore. Then again, a lot of people are, but more importantly, a lot of people just have a little bit more from their paycheck than they need. So basically, they have the paycheck plus a little bit of extra money. That's, I think, the majority of people who are actively investing in crypto, who this would be an option for. The problem with getting your paycheck in crypto, though, is so I'm assuming a paycheck means that after tax already, right? So you get your paycheck, it's been done after tax, so you get this money, and that's boom, is what you got. If you're going to put it in crypto, what's going to happen to your groceries then? You're going to have to buy your groceries with different stuff? Or are they expecting you to put it into Bitcoin first, for example, and then pay it with, pay your groceries with Bitcoin afterwards? Because that would be kind of dumb, right? Because what if, at least that's my own opinion always, what if Bitcoin has gone down 10% that day? You have to buy groceries. Otherwise, that way. So all of a sudden, the $10,000 you had invested is all of a sudden worth, let's say, $9,000. Now you have to buy your groceries, which are, $100. You hate your life because, well, you just spent way more than you needed to. You guys get my drift? It's not really that nice. I always tell people, keep crypto and your expense money basically separately, unless you have a card that gives you cash backs. So if there's a card that you got that gives you a return for spending, think about it. If it doesn't, in my own opinion, it's a bad thing because you're going to kind of thin that line a little bit. And the way that crypto is right now, it's not adapted enough where you have to dissolve that line. Right now, I think the line should be there to make sure you're never going to regret buying things or selling things. No, keep your crypto there so you can keep it there forever. I don't really think about spending my crypto that much, guys. I want to keep this for my kids, kids, whatever. I don't really need to spend it. So, these options are not really something for me. Then again, I also don't have paychecks. So I guess maybe that's also kind of a difficult thing. Now, moving on, there's actually this one thing which I quickly want to share. How I came to this, by the way, you might kind of ask yourself, it's because I was talking to a couple of people today about mining crypto. For all of you guys, not all of you, some of the people watching that I told about today, you know what I mean. And a fun fact is that there's really a good amount of people that don't know how mining crypto works. So how it basically came to be is I was with a group of people today. I'm not going to say any names, but people, they always watch my videos every single day. So, hey, shout out to you, my friend. And they asked me basically, so I asked them, do you know what proof of work is? They said no. This is a real conversation. This is literally how it went. I said, do you know what proof of stake is? They said no. I was like, I want to explain it. And then they said, okay, but how do you actually mine the stuff? How does it work? And I went on to explain it. Then, mid that conversation, I was basically looking up some content and I came across this. It is Gomining. Never really heard of it before. I've only seen it once in a video from another channel somewhere. But basically what they are, and I find this really freaking peculiar, guys, is they are a token backed by real asset that bring in constantly growing daily Bitcoin income to its owners. To me, at first, I was like, oh, let me click it away. Scam, right? Sounds strange. But then I went to read it, and I'm like, holy smokes, guys. This is freaking juicy. And you guys know when the Dusty BC says this is juicy or something is juicy, it is juicy, my friends. Because legitimately, everything I've read here is really freaking good. So, of course, I went to scout the entire freaking page, applied for anything that I could, and I got a code for you guys. I'm not even sure what the code is anymore, to be honest with you guys. But I applied a code for some extra bonuses. But basically, let's read it here for a little second. Receive your daily income from owning a token. It's basically just mining done through a token, so you don't need any equipment. What in the world have we come to? Now, I know, and I've actually done cloud mining before, but the problem is, guys, and I've literally, the beginning videos on my channel a couple of years ago were cloud mining only, because that was kind of my not only, but I used to do a lot of cloud mining because that was my favorite thing. But then again, at the time, I also noticed cloud mining usually gets you a contract for a limited amount of time. It's annoying. With these tokens, what you basically get, and I'm still amazed by this, guys. If I ever find any other crazy info on this, I'll definitely tell you because I'm so freaking amazed. It's literally more amazing than half of the stuff I've ever talked about. Literally, if you hold the coin, you get kind of a part in their mining operation system, which is insane to me. The code, by the way, is Dusty_GMT. I'll leave the code in the comment section or in the description down below, maybe in the comment section. But apparently, let's just go over the thing again. The token holder receives daily BTC income from the pool, where our computing powers are directed into the Bitcoin wallet. To gain profit, you need to register an account with the website, provide your Ethereum and Bitcoin wallet address, where the mining income will be accrued. And I think it's done daily. Haven't tried it out yet, guys. I'll definitely try it and let you guys know how it's working. If, of course, I find any strange parts or something, I'll tell you. But, of course, the best part, in my own opinion, is it's a freaking company in Singapore, not some strange UK LTD like we've seen a couple of times before. Cool stuff, guys. I'm so happy. Checked it out. Also, it's properly certified by a good Certic audit. It's available on freaking Uniswap, which is where I would personally buy it at. You can find a white paper out there. Pretty cool stuff, all right? So, pretty cool stuff. Leave the stuff down below. You do it as you please. But I was pretty amazed, not gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty excited about this one. So I'll let you know more as I know more, guys. I'll let you know more. It's pretty cool. All right, once more, code for extra stuffs. I'll leave everything you need to know down below. I think you can get some really, really crazy double income for 30 days or so. So if you were gonna get income, it's doubled now with the code. I'll show it to you guys, whatever. It's in the comment section. All right, next subject though, because we got a lot of stuff coming here. All right, let's not stay away on one subject for too long. Check out this article. Ripple XRP will redefine online payments by former Goldman Sachs expert. This guy's also amazed me quite significantly because Yoshitaka Kitao sharing this opinion is something which I just, I get kind of some small goosebumps because of it, guys. I'm so excited for the future of Ripple and XRP, specifically through the promotions of SBI. And that might sound a little bit crazy from my end. Like, you want SBI to promote that stuff? Is that what makes you happy about a crypto? Isn't that against the core values of crypto if big companies like SBI go for it? Yes and no. The reason I'm saying yes, it's kind of hypocritical and kind of stupid, is because you want crypto to stem out from decentralized parties, from, the people's power, not big companies' power. Then again, let's think money-wise, all right? Because you and I, both business people, right? We want to make money with this. It's fun that everything is properly decentralized and everything is, arranged by the people. But that's not where the big money lies. The big money comes in what these bigger companies think of the stuff and how they adapt it and how they make money, how they grow the ecosystem basically with it. And so him sharing the fact that XRP will redefine online payments and shared the Goldman Sachs expert opinion. Now, I'm bullish about that, guys. I'm just really happy to read that. It just gets me some small minor goosebumps, guys. I don't know. It does me good. Then Polkadot readies for a breakout while the ecosystem token flourishes. I've already said I'm just happy today. Everything I've been reading is just good stuff. It's just juicy things. Polkadot is one of my favorite holds. It has been for a good while. And as I've explained before, I don't think there's any one factor I could point at with Polkadot that makes it extremely unique and extremely potent. There's just so many small factors that make it good. And if you compare it in the kind of list of platformers like ADA, Ethereum, again, Polkadot coming in, AVAX, there's just all of these basically which are on the same list. Polkadot is just one of them that's done extremely well, and they could just really do, I guess, further well because of its undervalued status if you compare it to Solana and ADA. So I just keep stacking up these coins, guys. I'm not giving up. Anchor and the other one they're talking about here, Seller, I don't actually have too much of. Might buy a little bit. I'm not really too heavy into those whatsoever, but the article talks about them. But sometimes I read them, I'm like, I should also just pick some of those up because they might also be undervalued for what they do. A lot of these platforms are just really, really worth the money in terms of risk to reward. So I just kind of diversify my money a little bit away to make sure I have the best of all worlds. And it's working like a charm at this point, guys. I'm loving it. Then JPmorgan analyst says that big money are dumping Bitcoin for Ethereum. Partially true, partially completely fabricated. So what is true about it is many more people that have been in crypto for a long time are now starting to get into NFTs and DeFi, and they want to make more money because their Bitcoin is not really earning them too much. Now, from a certain perspective, I would say smart. From another perspective, I would say this is completely fake, because the actual big money guys, they're buying whatever the frick they want to buy. They're not dumping Bitcoin for some Ethereum. Because, well, these whales will get either Bitcoin and Ethereum, or they'll just get fully Bitcoin or fully Ethereum. You know, you guys get the drift, right? They'll just go for something and they'll stick with that. They're not going to all of a sudden be like, oh, you know what, Bitcoin, not for us. We'll sell all our Bitcoin and buy ETH. No company does that. Why would you sell all your Bitcoin? Well, if there was any reason you got into Bitcoin, that's going to keep you in there. It's not going to be all of a sudden that you're going to sell it. It could, however, be that more money now is flowing into Ethereum relatively than before, and a part of the new inflow into Bitcoin has decreased while the Ethereum inflow has increased. And that could be because DeFi and NFTs and all that stuff are right now really popping off. And so some of these institutional investors might want to speculate more. Also for the fact that Ethereum and any DeFi competitor like that has a better ROI potential than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is already the biggest. And that's the fun part about being the biggest. You have the best chance of doing well, but the least chance of making the biggest gains, sort of. Right. I think that was actually it for today's video, guys. A lot of stuff we covered, a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I think we covered it all. I had the XP ledger open here, the xpl.org, not the ledger itself, but the library, basically. A lot of cool stuff on there. I wanted to share something, but then I changed my mind a little bit. So this is, again, a platform you might want to check out if you want to learn more about the XRPL. A lot of just informational stuff on here. We've talked before, for example, about the, what was it now? We talked about the trust lines feature. You can find it on there if you look a little bit. Just go through it a little bit for a second and you'll find it. I'm not exactly sure what thing it will be on, because right now I'm watching half, all right? What I mean with that is I'm not really watching properly, because I didn't prepare to actually talk about this. You can go and type trust lines, bam, documentation. You can find it. You go read. What is a trust line exactly? What could it do? Because, for example, Jim McCaleb has got a couple of trust lines, and people were asking, what is it exactly? Even though I explained it before, you might want to read up for yourself a little bit on exactly how it works, so you're completely up to date. If you guys want me to read it for you again, and give you guys a small update on how it works, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll definitely go over this when I cover Jed McCaleb's situation again, to make sure that everybody understands exactly what is going on. But just let me know in the comment section down below, and make sure you press the like button if you enjoyed this crypto update, and of course, subscribe to the channel.